Hey everybody, it's Redbeard with isitrecordable.com, AccuStatsUSA.com, and Safeopedia.com. Today, interesting topic. I think OSHA record keeping is a bigger issue at most businesses than most people realize. I found even with the most experienced and knowledgeable safety people, there seems to be this overwhelming lack of understanding of OSHA record keeping. And a lot of it has to do probably with the system, the way that we structure our goals. There's this disincentive to count things, right? So people get creative with their record keeping. And I've seen all kinds of examples of just crazy mental gymnastics of how can we not count this, right? Which most of the time it is recordable, but to be honest with you, I usually have to be the bearer of bad news. I said I'm from isitrecordable.com. I founded that website to try to provide sound advice to people, so when OSHA shows up, they don't end up getting fined, $13,000+ per violation. When OSHA comes in and reviews their OSHA logs, compares them to their workers' comp claims and finds there's a lack in record keeping. If an employee gets hurt and gets work restrictions from their doctor, just because you can put them in another job, you still have to count that as a work restriction, recordable. There's all kinds of things that can cause a recordable. Medical treatment beyond first aid, restricted work, lost time, loss of consciousness, transmitted disease like tuberculosis, and fatality. And there's all kinds of other potential, like standard threshold shift, like loss of hearing. There's all kinds of things that can trigger recordability, and generally there's a presumption of work-relatedness, right? So you have to have evidence to overcome the presumption of work-relatedness to say that it's not work-related. And so many times people will say, oh, it's not work-related because I don't think there's any evidence it happened at work. Well, guess what? If the event happened at work, right? Even if the event is bending over or sitting down or tripping over your own feet, if it happened at work, the presumption of work-relatedness applies, and you have to overcome that with really a doctor's opinion. That's the only way to get over it. Anyway, my whole point is there's this misconception of what is recordable, and I think it all starts with our goals. What gets measured gets done, and if we're incentivizing people to have fewer reports of recordables on paper, that's what's going to happen, even if it doesn't align with reality. So anyway, check out isitrecordable.com. You go to the chat function and it'll come straight to me, and I'll answer any questions you have. The first question is free for everybody, so stop on by if you have a question that's been nagging at you. Don't pay a lawyer $800 to get an answer. Come to me, I'll charge you much less, and the first one's free. Check it out.